Good morning and welcome back to day 3 in our series of Grumpy Rob's Guide to Surviving Home Working. Because nowadays anybody can be an expert, we've designated Rob as an expert on this subject. And Rob's currently working at home with his teenager and his wife. So good morning, Rob. How are you?
Morning. Fine, thank you.
You're looking much more cheerful this morning.
Good.
Great. Now, Rob, we have a really important subject to address today. We've had lots of questions in about this one, and the topic we're discussing is managing minors, which will be something I know many of you will be struggling with having children at home in a confined space as well.
Yeah.
So, shall we get straight on to the questions, Rob?
Okay.
And our first question we've got here is, I think, from Quentin from Queensbury. And Quentin says, if my child needs to do their homework and keeps interrupting me, am I unfair to tell them that I'm busy?
No, not at all. It's their homework. They should be doing it. They are responsible. How often do you do their homework in a normal working week? I would hope not at all. And also, they've got the whole of the internet to look things up on. If they need to know something, tell them to look it up. Like my dad used to say, look in the dictionary if you don't know how to spell something. I wasn't able to look it up because I didn't know how to spell it, but the principle was there.
Yeah, I completely understand that. So you're saying, not to allow them to keep interrupting you, because you do have to concentrate, don't you?
Yeah, of course you do.
So, I mean, it's important. Is there any way that we can signal to them, do you think, that, we're having concentration time and to just leave us alone?
Well, one thing you can agree with the people you work with is if you have a door, if the door is shut, they do not come in. If you don't have a door, which I don't, then I have my hat of concentration. So I put on my hat, and then as soon as people see that the hat is on, they know not to approach. They know I'm concentrating and they know I'm thinking hard. Once the hat is removed, they may come and talk. When the hat is on, they must stay away. It's quite a simple signal. I think, even the stupidest 3-year-old can work that one out. So, yes, get a hat.
Great. And may I say, wonderful to see you being so patriotic there.
Yep.
Thank you. Now, the next question actually comes from one of our own staff, Gemma. I think this will resonate with parents who have children who are trying to practice musical instruments. Gemma's son, Henry, has to play the horn and he has to practice, and she's struggling to concentrate, but at the same time wanting him to have his practice time. What do you do about that?
Well, what you need to do with any teenagers that are practicing musical instruments is to make sure that they have horn time, where they can puff away on their horn to their heart's content, or strum their guitar, or fiddle with their piccolo, or whatever it is that they're learning to murder at this particular point in time. So they have specific allocated horn time.
Okay. So specific allocated horn time.
Yep.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And finally, and this question comes from Daryl from Dartford. And Daryl, this is a perennial one here. How do we stop children wanting to be on their screens all day? Because it would be very easy.
Daryl, you're going about this completely the wrong way. In this time where you want them to keep quiet, and let them have as much screen time as they want. Just leave them melting their brains on Xbox or YouTube or whatever else it might be, because at least then they're not interfering with you.
Okay. Good tip.
Thank you.
I guess alternatively, you could program during the day some times when it was okay to be on screen time, perhaps at the same time as your hat time.
Yeah, you could do.
Maybe when the hat's on, screen's on.
Yes, it would make them respect the hat, I suppose.
Respect the hat.
Respect the hat.
Great tips. As always, Rob, I'm glad to hear that you're coping so well with your family. So thank you for those tips. And I hope you found those useful. Please join us tomorrow when our subject is going to be managing remotely managing. So we're going to be talking to those of you who are managing teams tomorrow. So please tune in. Don't forget, you too can be an expert, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good day.